Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if you can see and hear me, please. If you don't know me, and if you do know me, you're very welcome to watch this. It's going to be a group energy healing live streamed, of course, because why not? Let's see, I'm not getting my hellos yet. Let's see. There we go. Hello, hello. Thank you. Let me know if you could explicitly type "can see and hear you" if you can. Hello, hello. Getting more hellos. That's nice. Thank you so much. So while I'm waiting for my confirmation that people can see and hear me well enough, I'm going to introduce things. This is going to be a group energy healing where I am healing 92 people in 9 different countries. And I always, say what I'm doing out loud. So it functions also as a walkthrough, a healing walkthrough. If you aren't one of the people that paid me before it sold out and you just want to heal yourself, you're welcome to do that and just listen to what I'm doing and do it on yourself. If I'm healing you, of course, you could also heal yourself at the same time, or not. You could sleep or do dishes or whatever you want. You don't have to watch live if I'm healing you, of course. But many people do enjoy that, doing both, getting the healing from me and watching live. Oh, good. Thank you for my confirmations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of new glasses, so I have endless color choices now. Well, not endless, but a lot of color choices. Maybe we'll go with those for now. So the theme is very cool. I'm going to be using this as a walkthrough later, I know. I think. It's a proactive clearing of the next 6 months. So you could use this at any time to help you make more consistent progress and be more consistently present and well in the 6-month period ahead of you. So it's an interesting way of clearing energy because, obviously you can clear all sorts of energy. You can clear past baggage, you can clear whatever's triggering you right now, but you could also selectively sort of tweak things a little bit so that hopefully you get more what is also the sub theme is balancing and forward momentum. Is if we can strengthen you, of course, but then also kind of figure out how your forward momentum is right now and how can we enhance that? How can we get you moving forward more strongly so that you can cruise through the next 6 months, hopefully. And sometimes that's getting rid of impediments, internal impediments. Everyone always focuses on external impediments, like, oh, these people, they're so stuck, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, sure, okay. But you can't, there's no magic wand you can wave so that all these people you're dealing with are magically evolved, So the idea would be to do internal changes so that you can fine tune your experience of these situations. And so sometimes that's balancing, sometimes that's getting rid of internal wounds that hold you back so that you have to expend twice as much force to move forward than ideally. If you heal the inner wounds, then that twice as much force would then move you twice as far. You don't have these internal sort of things dragging you. So that's we're going to do some of that today. This is actually part one of a two-part healing. This is the first one that we're doing it this way. It's these healing masterclass healings. They're big group healings, but they have archangel help from Archangel Ariel and Archangel Jophiel. It may seem like sort of just little bits of help to people externally, but they do help me select and plan the techniques, and they help me in like the teaching aspect of this, of like what I'm saying. They're like editing me. And then sometimes I'll just, relay a straight message from one of them during the live stream to sort of, help set the tone of things. So anyway, so that's a healing masterclass. It's the group healing plus archangel help. And occasionally they will even heal people, as part of the live stream. So it won't be me healing these people. It will be also the archangel, one of the archangels. So, but now instead of just a one-time thing, it's a two healing experience. So today, Sunday, this healing, and then in 2 days, the Tuesday, there will be the second part of it. So it's a twin set. Now I'm calling them HMC twin sets, Healing Masterclass twin sets. And there's no price increase. It's the same price as before. So, so then there's the triplet set at the start of the month, and then this is the twin set. So anyway, we will be healing inner wounds. So that it's like, imagine if, you have this progress train, forward, positive change train, and you're in your train moving forward, metaphorically speaking, your inner wounds could be giving your train like square wheels. So you have to like really push this train forward, and it's kind of hard to move it forward. So you may be making progress, but you're putting so much intention and energy into moving forward. Whereas if we can heal the inner wounds, then more of your wheels of your train are round wheels that move forward more easily. So then your train moves forward more easily and better. So that's more stronger forward momentum, right? So that's the idea. So techniques that we're definitely going to do would be indie grounding. I'll explain these when we get to them. Indie grounding. These are not new techniques though, but they're good and they will help with what we're trying to accomplish. Indie grounding helps with boundaries, basically. Magnetic alignment is with chakras, but it helps strengthen the aura a lot, so it helps with boundaries again, energy safety. Core energy block clearing, that was from the last, from the triplet set, the January triplet set. We did a lot of that core energy block clearing. We're going to work that into today as well. Healing inner wounds, as I said, that will help give us more forward momentum for the next 6 months. And also some supersizing chakras is what I call when you unblock and allow it to expand the lower 3 chakras of the physical body. So chakras 3, 2, and 1, so that you fit in better, so more of you can be present. And some leg work. And all these things I'm listing, if I don't fit it all in today, I'll fit it in on Tuesday. But you can, of course, later after the fact, within like a day, there'll be a detailed healing summary in the comment section that I'll put with timestamp links. But also today or Tuesday, hopefully today, we will fit in sort of a dual. I'm pairing them together because they're complementary, I think, and kind of interesting. These are from the triplet set too, but I think they'll help now with this, what we're doing now, the proactive clearing of the next 6 months. We'll also be having the angels update and heal your heart map again. Heart map. Well, I say again, but a lot of people that are getting this healing didn't get the triplet set healing, and you can't do it too much. So I'll explain that when we get to it. But heart map is cool and comforting and practical. It helps. And then clearing away heart problems from other people. That's really easy to do, but it's oddly super effective. So clearing out heart problems from other people is just, I'll explain when we get to it. So updating the heart map and clearing out heart problems, I'm just kind of grouping that together. Hopefully I will be doing that in a lot of upcoming healings, not just this twin set, because I think it's a good thing. So that's the basic idea. Oh, the geeky data of, oh, yes, this is Zen. She's the cat that feels like she owns me the most. Anyway, so she's not going to be on my shoulder the whole time. This is temporary. But anyway, the geeky statistics, the 92 people that I'll be healing, just in case you care. I think it's cute. So they're in 9 different countries, and of the 92 people, there are 6 kids, ages 1 to 17, which I like thinking about because I just like thinking about how much that would help a kid to get this type of work done, during formative years. I just think that's wonderful. So take my hat off to the parents that are that thoughtful. That's really neat. And the 92 people, 68 of them are in the United States right now, 10 are in Qatar, 8 are in the United Kingdom, and 1 person each is in all these different countries. So there's 1 person I'm healing in Canada, 1 in Bermuda, 1 in Spain, 1 in Norway, 1 in South Korea, and 1 in Australia. So hello to everyone I'm healing. And hello to everyone watching live. Hello to everyone watching later as a video. And now I will try to get rid of this very bossy cat off my shoulders. I don't have a nice place to dump her onto. Sam, come on, get off. Hold on, I'm gonna have to. She's annoying. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. She gets very cranky. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just look at my little hellos for a second, and then I'll take a minute of quiet, and then we'll start the healing. So hello, hi from New Hampshire, I think that means, in the United States, maybe. Hello from New York, can see and hear you, Hi Janet, sounding good. Hi Janet from Toronto, Canada. Hi Janet. Hello Janet. Hello from Ottawa, Ontario in Canada. And hi Janet. Hi Janet, nice to see you. Hey Janet. And I get nice flowers, all sorts of pretty emojis. Thank you so much, that's adorable. And someone's laughing and someone says that was cute. Oh, I think they're talking about Zen. She is cool. You just have to be very careful with her because she gets cranky and then she'll scratch you all over. Like I always have scratches from her. So anyway, she wants to be involved. Yes, she always wants to be front and center. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be quiet for about a minute and a half, roughly, give or take, so you can just chill out, breathe, relax. Think about how you're doing, ground if you want. And what I'll be doing is preparing my energy just a teeny bit more, and also telepathically, non-verbally, saying hello to the 92 people just to make sure everyone's paying attention before we get started. Paying attention on a subconscious spirit level. Okay, thanks for waiting. So you can make a copy out in front of you of what you're healing. Imagine a big bubble for your aura, and imagine your grounding as it is right now. Imagine your aura as it is right now. So if it's not that big, if it has a bunch of holes in it, just imagine it how it is right now. And of course, your body's inside your aura. And use your hands. Your hands have big energy centers in the palm of each hand. This is a hand chakra right here, round opening, and then fingertip chakras. Right in the front of each fingertip is a chakra as well. So you just set these with your intention to vibrate at a metallic gold vibration. And if it helps you to see that metallic gold, this is some glitter. So when I was starting out and I couldn't see energy really that much or at all, I would look at the gold glitter or gold. I had little gold leaf flakes, and I would then close my eyes, and it helped me to imagine it. I don't know if it helps you, but if it does, here's some gold glitter. You might want to get some. Or maybe some people have gold wedding rings, so you could look at that, I guess. But anyway, so the gold light helps you to mend things, heal things, release things, let go, etc. So first, let's do indie grounding, just because, especially in the people in the U.S., it's important right now. It seems like all my U.S. people really need it. Especially, I mean, everyone needs it, but especially my U.S. people, people in the United States. And so you just imagine you're grounding, and and it's because people in the U.S. need it just because of all the drama that we're having right now with the insurrectionist capital invasion, yada yada thing that happened last week, and hopefully a peaceful transfer of power that's happening in a few days. So anyway, when you have stress is happening to a lot of people at once, like a pandemic, perhaps, it especially causes people to link up grounding a lot, which doesn't help anybody. It drags everybody down. So you just imagine your grounding, which is your connection to the core of the earth, and just create it with your intention. So it's very wide as your whole aura. So as wide as, if you stretch out your arms, it'd be that wide. If you expand your aura and let it flow nicely, it would be about that wide. And then just make a big grounding. You can try red grounding, and then try orange grounding, and then try yellow grounding. Just see which felt better for you. And you want it to be wide all the way down to the core of the earth. So you just kind of wash it out with the gold light. Imagine a copy of your grounding out in front of you. So here's the top of your grounding, right around your third chakra, right there. Third chakra below the sternum bone. So that's the top of your grounding, ideally, and then make it go all the way down to the core of the earth. So you have a mini copy out in front of you, and you just comb through it and unblock your grounding. And you can use gold sandstorm, which is not just a stream of gold light, but it's like you spin around bits of gold light. So it's like a sandstorm, and it's it tends to be a little bit more forceful then to clear things out. So that's just regular grounding, right? You make sure it's wide, you make sure it's unblocked. You can get blockages right at the bottom, sort of like just because the center of the earth will just naturally pull it downward to absorb the energy, but you could have energy blockages that just kind of crust up the bottom of your grounding, and so you want to melt that because that'll get in the way of the release, and then you just hold on to all your baggage, which is no fun. So just imagine that crust at the bottom of your grounding, if you have it anywhere, and just melt it. The idea with energy healing is as you heal, you relax, and as you relax, you sense more than you initially sensed. And so you don't just assume, like, oh, this is fine, this is fine. You just sort of check it out and investigate and explore and try to find things that you didn't notice initially. You know, it's like a discovery experience. So again, we are unblocking grounding. And then now indie grounding is where communal grounding is where you're grounding subconsciously, usually branches off to other people's grounding. Maybe they started it, maybe you started it, maybe a little of each. So you could have communal grounding with like your partner, your kids, your relatives, coworkers, your entire country, a certain political party, whatever. But it never helps. So just melt it all away. Melt away the indie grounding. And if you do get a sense of, people that kind of are around your grounding, wanting to connect, just be like, hey, go be your own tree, go have your own grounding. It'll help you. If you go work on your own grounding, then you'll have a better day. Let your angels help you with grounding. Your angels can help you with grounding. That way you're not just kind of removing the connection without helping those people to change course. Because if you don't help them to change course, they might just, try again in an hour, So, so you can just sort of send messages around your grounding in case there are people just waiting there for the next opportunity. Just be like, hey, if you have your own grounding, you'll feel so much better. Go let your angels help you with grounding. I always tend to suggest with parents, it's the image or how you can discuss it with your kids is, I'm going to be a big tree and you be your own big tree. You have your roots, I have my roots. You're a big tree, I'm a big tree. So that way it helps your kids have an idea of like, okay, I'm strong. I'm going to have my big roots. Because parents and kids, they have a first chakra cord, but they don't need any other connections energetically. If they just have that first chakra cord, that's enough. So they don't need to link up on grounding or anywhere else. So this is indie grounding, where we're just making sure that your grounding, you surround the outer part of your grounding with gold light and just use it to melt away any attachments, any branch off parts of your grounding. Right. So that's indie grounding. So now we'll do aura repair. But we will do just specifically vacuum boxes around the outside surface of the aura to help with aura repair. And that's because you can have little invasive beings around the outside of your aura that get in the way of your aura repair. So just imagine a copy of your aura out in front of you. Even if you can't see, that doesn't matter. You just create with your intention a copy of your aura out in front of you. And then you create just right around that outer surface, a bunch of vacuum boxes. And those are little cubes, temporary energy objects that you make. They can be rainbow colors with some gold. And they are gonna, when you turn them on with your remote control, so you just make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes and then turn them on with your remote control, and that they will suck up any invasive beings that are around the edge of your aura, which is good because otherwise they might get in the way of the repair process. So you already turned them on, you just wait and relax for a second and just let the vacuum boxes work. Deep breath. And then just now that the boxes are full, say, angels, can you please recycle these vacuum boxes? And so that was just vacuum boxes around the edge of the aura. So now let's do aura repair. So that's where you send gold light to that outer surface of your aura, and you're looking or sensing or imagining any rips that are there, rips or gashes, and you use gold light. I like to use gold fire that kind of clings to the ripped parts and cleans them out, because you have to clean out the rips first, in case there's just energy buildup there, foreign energy, and then the gold light will make your aura grow back once it's nice and cleaned off. You can have aura damage anywhere, in the front, in the back, the top, anywhere in your aura. All right. So that was aura repair, right? And so now redo. You can sense your old gold buffer zones and just see how beat up they are. And that can give you a sense of, well, maybe it's been a long time since you recreated them, or maybe a lot of people are throwing energy. So just destroy the old gold buffers and recreate them. If you're healing someone else, you do not make permanent things for other people that are now in their space or around their space. You just show their spirit how to remake them, or you just say, ask your angels to help you remake gold buffer zones. I have a video, Gold Energy Aura Buffer Zones, that's 18 minutes long, that will teach you aura repair and gold buffer zones. Okay, so now let's sense for aura blackening. And we'll unblock the aura. So this is because it's not enough to just have your aura be whole and not leak energy, although that's the most important part. But the second most important part is that you have good flow, right, throughout. And so aura blackening, sometimes I call it aura bruising, is just a remnants of stagnant energy from when you did have big rips. And so you just kind of check. You can check layer by layer if you want, or just section by section, or whatever. You just use lots of gold light. And again, you can use gold sandstorm, which is spinning bits of gold light, as opposed to just a continuous stream. Either way. But the idea is you let the gold light find these blackened areas or bruised areas of your aura. Typically, it won't be like 100% of a certain part of your aura. It'll be like 30% of layers 765 in a certain part, for example. Or, 30% wedges of layers 321, behind your neck or something. So it's like... Anyway, you just melt them. You don't have to know where they are. You don't have to see it. You just do this with your intention. And then unblocking is similar, although you get energy blocks are a little different. It's just like old baggage that you haven't cleared. So but it's, they're hard pieces of energy in your energy system. And so you just melt them. So let's check beneath the feet, and then we'll do above the head after that. So the aura, in the aura beneath the feet. So layers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beneath the feet. So just, because your aura has 7 layers, each of them generated by one of your major chakras along your spine. chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So anyway, just unblock beneath the feet. And beneath the feet too, you can always combine that with lower leg area, because a lot of times if you have something stuck here, it might be like kind of like a hard boot around both of your feet, hard boots, and down here, you know. So you can do the lower legs together with the bottom of the aura unblocking all the time, just to make sure you get it all. So we're unblocking the aura around the knees and the lower legs and the feet and beneath the feet. And this is a key area just because of grounding and releasing and how that works. And if there's something really hard at the bottom there, it'll be like a plug in a tub drain, and it'll really hold you back from letting go of a lot of stuff you need to let go of. So again, we're unblocking the aura around the knees, the legs, the feet, and beneath the feet. And then above the head. So again, each your 7 aura layers, they wrap all the way around your body like layers of an onion, kind of. So we're unblocking right here above your head. So if say this is the top of your head, then above that. And then above the top of the aura too, up there. You can get energy blocks there too, kind of like a big stack of books sitting on top of your aura. So you just surround them in gold light and melt them. And this is one of those things where you melt some and then new ones appear, you melt more, new ones appear. So you can have kind of a backlog of stuck energy up here, and so you just keep melting and keep melting more and more and more. And then again above the head. So let's double check the grounding again, because that was just a lot of clearing. We want to make sure the grounding is still working really well. So just comb through your grounding, especially in the back. If you have any hard objects anywhere in your grounding, you can remove them. Just imagine gathering them up. Give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Again, any hard objects in the grounding, gather them up. Angels, here you go. Any more hard objects in the grounding, gather them up. Angels, here you go. Let's do I have to take notes, hold on. So let's do vacuum boxes everywhere now, including grounding. So, because earlier we did it with aura repair, but now let's do it all over the place. Because I was noticing the grounding, it was like a little odd. So I think we need to do vacuum boxes down there. Vacuum boxes are easy. You just make them with your intention. So if you don't see energy, it's not a big deal. That's true with all this stuff. But anyway, they're temporary cubes that you make and little energy devices. And they, when you turn them on with your remote control, they suck up beings and people's energy that are around them. So just make a whole bunch. You know, you could make 10 down there. It doesn't matter. It could be 12, it could be 5, you know, whatever. Make a bunch and put them in your grounding, and then make a bunch and put them in the lower part of your aura, in the middle part of your aura, in the upper part of your aura. Let's see, make a bunch and put them around the back of your neck, shoulders, and arms. Make a bunch and put them in front of your neck, shoulders, and arms. You just kind of imagine, boom, 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 boom. You just made a whole bunch. And if you're getting nervous, like, I think I'm messing up, just say, angels, please help me do this. And then make a bunch of vacuum boxes above your head in your aura, and then above the top of your aura. And then also on your spiritual path around you and in front of you. So your spiritual path is a road that's just for you, helps you to, it's like how you can see if you're making progress, if you're moving forward nicely. So you just imagine you're on a road and it's just for you, and just put a bunch of vacuum boxes all around you and ahead of you on your road. And now you can just turn them on all at once. So you can imagine they're all sucking up energy. And you can just relax while that happens. Take a deep breath. You can think about letting go. And then your vacuum boxes are probably full now. So you just say, angels, can you please recycle all my vacuum boxes? All right, so that was vacuum boxes everywhere. Just so you know, I forgot to announce there will be a whole separate live stream after this, which is a Q&A. So please don't ask random questions now. Save them for the Q&A later. I mean, if you have a question, a follow-up question on what we're doing in this healing, I might be able to get to it before the live stream is done. But otherwise, just save it for the Q&A today. That Q&A will happen potentially in an hour and 18 minutes, give or take. Okay, so that was vacuum boxes everywhere. So let's check out, now you get to feel the before and after, right? So just comb through your aura and your grounding now. All right, that's a nice difference. Oh yeah, let's do chakra repair. We're gonna use composite copy technique, a big tub of gold light, and we're gonna repair all major and minor chakras of your body and spirit, and then all energy channels of your body and spirit. Okay, so and this is important to do. If you've never done chakra repair, maybe there's this much chance that you don't need chakra repair, and there's this much chance that you do need chakra repair. So it's a very good thing to do. And as part of the process, we will unblock as well. We'll unblock the chakras with gold bottle brush technique, because why not? But the repair is really important. You can't skip that. So, okay. So you make this big wide tub of gold healing gold universal healing energy, and just make a nice wide tub because we're gonna have 2 composite copies to dunk in there. And you can splash around in the gold light. Splash some on your face if you want, just for fun. All right, so make sure you have enough gold light in there. And make a composite copy of all your major and minor chakras. So it'll look like a general chakra shape, which is an open cylinder. So like a cylinder, kind of like roughly the shape of this mug, and then round opening, right? So an open cylinder. So you imagine that, and you can dunk it in the gold light. And the minor chakras are all the acupuncture points in your body, and also any chakras that aren't the main 7. So like your Kundalini chakra below your first chakra is a minor chakra. Important though, these are all important. Chakra 4.5, right there is a minor chakra, and that's really cool too. So these chakras are very cool. Like it helps with head tension and stuff. All these minor chakras, unblocking them, repairing them. So anyway, you're doing major and minor chakras, and that's the composite copy. And so you can dunk it in the gold light, the tub of gold light, and you can also just check the round openings and make sure this is the repair part where you look for chunks that are missing or cracks or gashes that shouldn't be there. And just, and I say look for, but if you can't see, that's okay too. Just with your intention, send the gold light to the damaged parts. But you just get a sense of that round opening and just trace it around and just get a sense of like where it's no longer smooth. Like you'll be going smooth, and then whoop, there's like this gap here. So you just sense that, and just heal the broken parts, the missing parts. You gotta wash them off a bunch first, and then enough gold light permeates and it grows back. And you gotta do that in both ends of it, both round openings, because you can have damage anywhere. So just lots of gold light. And you can have little beings. I mean, you're a giant mighty being, so there's no need to be afraid. But you can have little pesky, annoying, invasive beings that are like glued onto the broken parts, and that'll prevent it to be fully repaired. Because they get in the way. So you just, you can imagine them, like freeze them, you know, because these are your chakras, so you can do all this stuff, right? As a spirit. So just freeze up all these little invasive beings, if there are any around the broken parts, and then just take them off like being ice cubes and give them to your angels. Go, here you go, angels. So again, imagine if there are any invasive beings around, in and around these chakras you're trying to repair, and just freeze them like little being ice cubes, and then gather them all up. Go, angels, here you go. Can you please recycle them? And you could say too, angels, if there are any beings in the way of this repair process, please recycle them. If there are any being tunnels around any of these chakras, please recycle those being tunnels. Being tunnels are little passageways, you know, like it sounds like. Little passageways that a being might make to like more easily get in your space and then get back out again fast. So you don't want them around. So now work on finishing the repair process now without those little silly beings in the way. So gold light. And again, there could be scratches or cracks or gashes in the cylinder part, so just lots of gold light. Let those repair. And keep breathing. You could be repairing something that's been there for a while. So, you know, just relax, take your time. This is chakra repair of all the major and minor chakras. Okay, so when you get a sense that you've done enough, just you can let it, let's, you probably did that as part of the repair, but let's make sure, just melt away any cords that are attached to these major and minor chakras, except that one, you know, if you're a parent of a young child that's say 13 or 14 or younger, leave that first chakra cord only to each of your kids, but all the other cords you can just melt away with gold light. And don't worry, like if you're a mom, don't be like, I can't clear any because what if I accidentally clear those? You know, you just have the intention you're gonna keep the kid cords at the first, and then just go for it. It's fine. Okay, now unblock all the major and minor chakras. You can do this so many ways, but like you could have a gold washcloth and you can feed it through and then go, you know, just like sort of get all the blocks out that way and then give the washcloth to your angels. Angels, here you go. Or you can use gold bottle brush and go in there with it and just, you know, scrub it out in a way that doesn't hurt the chakra, of course. And give that to your angels. Another gold bottle brush from the other way. And just use it to release any energy blocks that you need to release. Here you go, angels. Also, you could just imagine sort of moving upward all the energy blocks that you need to clear and then blow them up, move them upward, and you can melt them with gold light too. Like if you're healing somebody else, don't blow up their energy blocks, that's too much. But you could run gold light through them until they melt. We'll do more unblocking. Yeah, we can do it now. So the theme is proactive clearing for the next 6 months, right? So let's especially, now that we're working all the major and minor chakras, let's especially move up any, you know, and clear any energy blocks that are going to get in your way in the next 6 months. So maybe right now it's not in the way, but just move up all the next 6 months energy blocks and just say, angels, can you please check these? So that if you're not supposed to clear some of them, your angels will, you know, take them away. And then just blow them up if they're your energy blocks, or melt them with gold light. So that's safe because we're having the angels double check it. So you're not going to clear things that you're not ready to clear. It'll be fine. So again, this is a composite copy of all your major and minor chakras, and just move up the energy blocks that are going to get in your way in the next 6 months. Maybe they're not in the way today. And then just say, angels, can you please double check this? And then go ahead and use gold light, gold fire, gold water, or just blow them up if they're yours. So that was extra that was clearing for the next 6 months. So proactive energy block clearing, basically. So why don't you clear more than 6 months at once? I asked the angels, they just said, you know, it's probably a bit too much. The way, technically you're creating your future now, and on the astral, things happen in advance usually. So like say if you have a job interview a month from now, you're already doing like little practice runs of it right now on the astral. Even with the people that are going to interview you, at least like 2 weeks in advance, probably with the people that are going to interview you, it happens on the astral first. So the way all that kind of happens, then this proactive clearing, if you do like 6 months at a time, the angel said that's grounding enough and supportive and stabilizing enough. But more than that might be a bit too much. It might, yeah, so might not be as optimal. So that's why we're doing 6 months at a time. Doesn't mean you don't need any maintenance in the next 6 months, but it does seem to make things easier for that time period, easier than they would have been. Okay, cool. So let's do that one more time. So you have your composite copy of all your major and minor chakras, and just move out of it any energy blocks that are going to get in the way in the next 6 months. And then just say, angels, can you please double check these blocks I'm about to clear? And then you can blow them up if they're yours, or you can also just melt them with gold light. So any of the ones your angels didn't, just remove, you can clear right now. And if you have any trouble clearing them, just say, angels, help me clear them. Okay. So then you can put that composite copy of all your chakras back in the tub of gold light, and just let it sit there so it still keeps repairing and healing and nourishing all the chakras. And then make another composite copy of all your energy channels in your body and spirit. So an energy channel is an energy pathway within your body, right? And you have big energy channels and energy channels that are more narrow. So like a big one would be, for example, you bringing up earth energy up your legs. That's a big energy channel of bringing earth energy up the legs into the first chakra and the Kundalini chakra. But a big energy channel would be, down your neck, shoulders, and arms. A big one would be up and down your spine, would be a big energy pathway. But more narrow but really important energy pathways are also just all the traditional Chinese medicine meridians in the body. So of course the GV and the CV meridians that we tend to repair a lot. But then all these little cool zigzaggy ones all over, and the cool multiple ones that are in your head. Those are all meridians. So those are all energy channels, basically. So just make one sort of like a tube shape that represents all your energy channels of your body and spirit. And then just go ahead and dunk that in the gold light. Get the gold light in there. And again, just like we did with the chakras, you want to repair, unblock, you want to melt cords. So just lots of gold light, and first repair. How can energy channels be damaged? They can have like a slash, going down them. They can have just little puncture holes. So you just want to wash that out and melt away the damage. Let it heal. Let it repair. You can have beings that are attracted to the leaking out of energy in these, the damaged parts of your energy channels. So, but of course you're a giant mighty being, so no need to be afraid. But let's get rid of these little beings that are hanging out. So just say, angels, can you please recycle any beings or being tunnels around my energy channels? All right. And maybe there are a couple left over that your angels wanted you to remove. So if there are any leftover beings around your energy channels, just imagine freezing them, turning them into little spirit ice cubes, and then just getting rid of them in your hands and give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. And any others, just imagine them, freeze them with your intention, because they're in your space, you're the boss, and just gather up the spirit ice cubes. Go, angels, here you go. And then now you can finish the repair of the energy channels of your body and spirit by using this composite copy. Right? So it's one sort of tube shape that represents all your energy channels. And you just repair any damage to it and also unblock it. You could use like a gold washcloth or a gold bottle brush, whatever you want, and just kind of feed it through and get rid of all the blockages in there that are healthy and gentle to remove right now. And you want to have that intention, give it to your angels when it's all dirty. You want to have the healthy and gentle intention that you clear what's healthy and gentle to do whenever, especially, well, always, but especially when you're doing things related to the physical body. So the all those little acupuncture points in the physical body, and then the energy channels of the physical body. So just, it's a good reminder to just do what's healthy and gentle. You can unblock with bottle brushes, gold bottle brush. Just get it in there. Angels, here you go. Another gold bottle brush. Get in there, swoosh it around. It's So the idea is that the gold, the energy blocks adhere to the gold bottle brush. Angels, here you go. Melt away any cords from other people going to these energy channels. There's no reason to have any cords going into your energy channels from other people. Even if you have kids, there's no good reason to have cords here. So just melt them away. And then there's a protective force field around the energy channel. So you can just imagine that and imagine repairing it if it needs any repair. So, for example, if you've had significant body stress, that could damage the protective force field around your energy channels. So significant body stress could be like, an illness like, coronavirus or cancer or substance abuse over time, like alcohol or other drugs, hard drugs. I don't think marijuana would damage your protective force field. No. But anyway, so just repair this protective force field around all your energy channels with gold light. All right. And then just soak that in the gold water, swish them both around all the chakras and all the energy channels. And then now we're done with that. So just you can blow it all up or give it to your angels if you want. Oh, right. So I'm going to see what we need next. I think I already know. Yes, I've been waiting to do this. I saw that people needed this when I was sort of prepping yesterday. Some people much, much more than others, but magnetic alignment, we haven't done that in a while. I do have, I don't know that I have, I might have it. Oh yeah, I do. So magnetic alignment is, there's just regular chakra alignment where you make sure your chakras are in a line up and down. Your major chakras are in a straight line along your spine, right? And so you can just imagine that. Imagine copies of your major chakras. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are the general locations. But the chakra shape is just like an open cylinder, right? And so for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they're this way. Energy flows in the front and out the back, right? Spins around, goes out the back. You don't have to worry which way that, I have this one new client and he's like kind of fixated on which way does it spin, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Chakras know what they're doing. You just unblock them and repair them and they'll do their job, right? So you have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then your 7th chakra is oriented differently. It's oriented like this. So round opening at the top, round opening at the bottom, except it's in there, right in the top of your head. So you just imagine these chakras, copies out in front of you and you can imagine it's like I say 7 and 7, like your 7 astral body chakras are inside your 7 physical body chakras, because when you're fully present, they fit in nicely. So just imagine that your 7 and 7 is 7 physical chakras inside your 7 astral chakras inside your 7 physical chakras. So it's just a row of 7 chakras. And you just see if that row is like zigzaggy at all. And if it is, you just run gold light through it and help the chakras to kind of relax and realign. And some people are like, oh, I realign using this object or using this device or whatever, but you can just use gold light. You don't need any special crystals or anything. Because, presuming that you're already grounded, your aura is repaired, your chakras are repaired, it's a really easy process. It's not brain surgery. If you're doing things out of order, like your aura's all smashed up, your chakras all smashed up, and now you're trying to align your chakras, yeah, it's probably brain surgery. So that's just basic chakra alignment, right? So then magnetic alignment is you think about the magnetic force field that each of these chakras has, and are those force fields aligned? Because when they're lined up and centered around each chakra, they kind of click together like a magnet. And so it forms this very strong, like if you ever stacked up magnets, you know, or like put two magnets together. I mean, if you put them together the wrong way, they repel, right? But if you put them together the right way, they just form this really strong bond. So that's what happens with the magnetic force field of these major chakras. If you put them together properly, they form this very strong bond, which strengthens your whole aura. It's really wild and helps a lot with your energy safety. So, so just to show you in a little simple diagram that I have from before, so like say this is your fifth chakra, this is your fourth chakra, so 5 and 4. So those are the round openings, right? So now we have the chakras aligned, but the force fields aren't aligned. So then you just run gold light through the force fields and in between them until they line up and they kind of click together like magnets. So just imagine the force fields around these major chakras and see if they're all zigzaggy. And just run gold light through the force fields of each of these major chakras. So this I call magnetic alignment. You're aligning the magnetic force fields of, and again, you're not forcing them in place. You're just using gold light and clearing away the blocked energy. And eventually they just click into place. And they'll probably click into place first for the upper chakras and maybe take a little longer to click into place for the lower chakras. So just check that. Don't just be like, oh, they're done when you see a few click together. Just you make sure you do the lower chakras too, because they might need just a little more extra time than the upper ones. And why is that? Well, that's because you might not be as present in your lower chakras yet, so they're more stagnant, so they need more healing time. All right. So then now you can comb through your aura and see if you can feel any difference now that you have magnetic alignment. And check your grounding too. Make sure it's wide and flowing all the way down, even in the back. So that was magnetic alignment. And that helps have a strong aura so that wax don't create as much damage as quickly. But also it helps with invasive beings. You know, you're a big mighty being, so don't be afraid. But invasive beings, they can kind of check people out and notice, you know, who's a hot mess and who's not, as far as, you know, quality of and strength of energy. And so invasive beings can notice this strength, this extra additional strength that you have now in your aura, and leave you alone because they know it's going to be a lot harder to get through your aura in steel energy. So it's really nice. It kind of it helps discourage a lot of invasive beings to have your magnetic alignment done so that your aura is like that much stronger. So yay. So that was magnetic alignment, which sometimes if I'll put that in a video title, I'll just put MA for magnetic alignment because, you know, I have a character limit on these video titles. So if you just see MA in a video title somewhere, that's what that is. That's magnetic alignment. Okay, that's nice. Just trying to see what I need to do first. Okay, we're gonna do the inner wound healing first. We're gonna heal inner wounds. And that we're going to specifically heal inner wounds that are blocking your, well, first we'll just do whatever inner wounds you need to heal. And then we'll do inner wounds that are messing with your forward momentum in the next 6 months. So that, you know, like I said in the intro, if you have sort of like this progress train, this like positive change train that you're on, you know, with your positive change you're trying to do, you don't want the wheels of the train to be square, because then you have to push the train forward really hard. So we want the wheels to be nice and round, right? And so the train is more easy to move forward, right? And so these inner wounds that you have can be giving your train square wheels accidentally. So you know, and everyone always, it's easy to think, well, my life is being made hard by this person or this external situation. But, you know, a lot of times you can't fix those external situations anyway. But if you change yourself, it does change a lot. And I know that some people, they just don't believe that. They're like, no, you don't understand. The people in my life are super stuck. Yeah. I've been there. I've seen it. I've read thousands of people. Just give this a go. I promise. Really, give it a try. Please. So we're going to heal inner wounds right now to help you now, but then also in the next 6 months. So first, let's just, and when you heal inner wounds, it's really simple. Like, it's wild how simple it is. You can just imagine the inner wounds, copies of them out in front of you, and not like the gory details, but just like visually, like a slash would represent an inner wound, or maybe a hole in the ground, whatever imagery works for you. But you just imagine the slashes or the holes in the ground, and then you use gold light to melt them away. And we'll have angels check and all that. It'll be good. All right, so right now, just do any inner wounds that would be really good for you to heal right now. So it'd help you today if you healed these inner wounds. So just imagine them out in front of you as slashes or holes, and then just use lots of gold light and melt them. And as you heal these inner wounds, typically, you know, whatever you're seeing will just melt away. And if you have any that didn't melt or clear, just say, angels, can you please help me heal this? Okay, so let's do that one more time. Just energy blocks, inner wounds. Just imagine them out in front of you. Any inner wounds that would be really good for you to heal right now. And so imagine them out in front of you, and then as slashes or holes, and you say, angels, can you check this? And then go ahead, use lots of gold light to melt them away. So you're healing your inner wounds. You don't have to know what they are. Maybe they're from past lives even. Lots of gold light. Maybe some deep breaths. And if any didn't clear, just say, angels, please help me melt these. Okay, so that was just more of a general one. A general healing inner wounds part. So now we'll do the 6 months, the next 6 months, like a proactive inner wound healing. There are inner wounds you already have that would likely mess with your forward momentum and your balance and your wellness and the changes you want to make in your life. So anyway, it's inner wounds that are likely to get in your way and slow down your forward momentum. So in the next 6 months, so just imagine those, and then just say, angels, can you double check this? And then melt those. So you're imagining these inner wounds that are going to affect you in the next 6 months, like slashes or holes, and then you just use your gold light to melt away, to heal the inner wounds. Again, gold light to heal your inner wounds that could impact you in the next 6 months. So we're going to do that again. Now, just a word of explanation. The whole angels double check this. If your angels took away some of them, it probably doesn't mean that you won't clear them at all. It just means that your angels will help you to clear them in your sleep over maybe a week's time, 2 weeks' time, depending on, how good you are with energy shifts. They might spread it out over, several weeks if you need it in your sleep. So it's not like if your angels take away stuff, you don't get to clear that. It just takes time. Okay. So again, proactive healing for any inner wounds that might mess with your forward momentum, your growth, your progress, your wellness, your balance in the next 6 months. And just imagine the wounds like holes or slashes, and then just melt them away with gold light. I forgot to say angels double check them, but they're watching you now, so it's good enough. Angels double check them. All right. So that was healing inner wounds, just in general that you need to heal, but also inner wounds that might impact you in the next 6 months, that might mess with your forward momentum, your balance, your wellness, your positive change. Oh, right. I'm going to look at 1 or 2 people specifically, just quietly myself, as I figure out what we're doing next. All right, cool. So Archangel Ariel is going to relay some messages, and so that means she's just talking to me using telepathy, and I'm just listening using telepathy. So I'm not channeling. There's no cords. She's not entering my body or anything. Nothing like that. It's just telepathy, which is easy and safe. So hi, this is Archangel Ariel. Hello, everybody. Congratulations. Welcome to the first ever Healing Masterclass Triplet Set Group Healing. Yay. So that means that we'll be playing with you again in 2 days. Yay. So this proactive clearing for the next 6 months, that's really fun that we have 2 chances on this one. So I just wanted to talk about that concept of forward momentum and balance. With that metaphor that Janet was using about the train, and that you have, if you imagine that you're on this train of like your forward movement, your progress, your growth, and you want the train to go forward smoothly, there's also a concept of inner balance. And if you're out of inner balance, maybe it'll knock your train off the tracks. Or, your train will be too wobbly, and so it'll waste energy. So the idea of balance is important too. So let's heal more inner wounds to help you with balance and moderation and wellness. We said wellness just a little bit already, but let's do more for balance and moderation, because moderation is really misunderstood by humans. I think moderation is thought of as like, well, you kind of give up on your big plans, But moderation and balance is this idea of that you're not going to have unhealthy excesses that then screw you. You're not going to have the self-destructiveness that is so easy to get into when you're imbalanced. So that's why we're sticking the moderation into it. Technically, that expression slow and steady wins the race, that kind of maybe describes what I mean, in that if we can get you to not do the self-destructive excesses and extremes, say like, for example, 4 hours on Twitter or something, or, wasting a lot of time that really wasn't restorative to you, then you're going to be more effective and efficient. So, so let's do that. More inner wound healing for balance and moderation, especially in the next 6 months. So just imagine the inner wounds out in front of you as slashes or holes in the ground. And these are inner wounds that would mess with your balance and your moderation in the next 6 months. And then just use gold light and heal these inner wounds. You don't have to feel them. You don't have to know what they are. They could be from past lives, as Janet has said. They could be from this life. So just lots of gold light, and you're melting away inner wounds that would mess with your balance and moderation in the next 6 months. And if you still need help with that, you can say to me, even to Archangel Ariel, just say, Archangel Ariel, can you help me heal these inner wounds? And deep breath, just relax, wiggle your toes, stay present. Try not to take this work too seriously. There is a way where you can be centered and have an inner stillness, like a bit of a reverence, but don't get too starchy and stale and serious about it. Try to avoid the stagnancy that a lot of people associate with sacred. Just keep it more light and flowing. Like serenity, that word generally invokes for people what I mean. So just think of your serenity as your healing, as your clearing. Which was the theme of the January triplet set in part that Janet just did, January 2021, was serenity. But you can just have that as an intention. I want to have serenity as I'm clearing my energy and in my day. But anyway, so that was healing inner wounds to help you with balance and moderation in the next 6 months. So then next, what we're going to do is we're going to do a play on a video that Janet has called Stacking and Clearing 3 Ways. That video has, Janet has a pink stuffed bunny that she's smiling next to in the video image for that. Is called Stacking and Clearing 3 Ways. So you could find it by searching Janet Wright Stacking, Clearing 3 Ways, the number 3. But we're going to do a play on that that's obviously much more sped up and also has to do with the next 6 months. So that should be fun. So the first, let's just redo your grounding, red or orange or yellow. Just pick whichever color. You can try them real fast. Which color helps you release the most right now? Red grounding, big wide red grounding, big wide orange grounding, big wide yellow grounding. And stay with the one that worked better for you. And then, so the 3 ways is the far off parts of you that we really want to come back, the astral body part of you, and the physical body part of you. We're going to unblock all those 3 with stacking and clearing. We're going to clear energy blocks that affect you now and are likely to get in your way in the next 6 months. So first, the far off parts of you, the scattered parts of you. You can just imagine those out in front of you. Like here's the main part of you. You know, here's your body, here's your spirit. Hopefully a lot of your spirit is around your body. But then there are these far off scattered parts of you. And just imagine those parts of you and just stack out in front of each of these parts of you piles of the energy blocks that are impacting these parts of you now and in the next 6 months. And just don't overthink that. Just maybe red grounding for these energy blocks and then gold light. And if they're your energy blocks, you can just blow them up. Or just lots of gold light so they melt. And again, these are energy blocks affecting the scattered parts of you now and in the next 6 months. And just melt them all. And then if these scattered parts of you haven't come back yet, just run gold light through these scattered parts of you so they can come back. And as long as they're on the way back, you can see these parts of you coming back, that's good enough. So then that was the one way, the scattered far off parts of you. So then the astral body part of you. So if you're present, the astral body part of you is in your body. But we're going to think of how it is a separate energy system, right? Your astral body has its own form to it. It has its own chakras, major chakras up and down the spine, has its own aura, has its own grounding. So we're going to just imagine that part of you, this astral body part of you, and imagine, just make piles out in front of you of any stuck energy that impacts you now, and also make piles out in front of you for any stuck energy that impacts you on an astral body level in the next 6 months. Okay, so it's just going to be a lot of piles there, a lot of big piles of, again, energy blocks that impact you now and in the next 6 months on an astral body level. Just imagine them like piles, don't overthink it, and just say, angels, can you please double check my piles? And then, maybe your angels will remove some of it to work with you later on. But whatever remains, just blow it up if it's yours, or you can also just melt it with gold light. If you're healing someone else, do not blow up their energy blocks. Just run gold light through them so they can melt them. So gold light through these piles of energy blocks. These are energy blocks which are now blocking you up or would get in the way in the next 6 months on an astral body level. So these energy blocks exist now, but they're not really inconveniencing you maybe, but maybe in February or March or April they would. So we're just proactively clearing them. And if you have any left over, just say, angels, please help me clear these. So let's do that a second time. Imagine the astral body part of you. Stay present though, you don't have to tune out for that. But just imagine, the part of you that's your astral body and your astral body chakras, astral body aura, astral body grounding, and just put out in front of you in piles or whatever, any energy blocks that bother you right now that you need to clear, but also any energy blocks that would get in your way in the next 6 months. And then just say, angels, please double check these piles. And then go ahead and you can blow them up if they're yours, but you can also melt them with gold light. Gold fire, gold water, gold glitter, gold bubbles, gold soap, gold water. And if you have any left over, just say, angels, help me clear that. All right, so that was the second way, astral body clearing for now and the next 6 months. So then the third way of clearing is your physical body. Your physical body has its own major chakras along the spine, 7 chakras, and those chakras generate the aura of your physical body, and you also have a grounding for your physical body and your physical body aura. So you have energy blocks there, just like you have energy blocks in the other places. So go ahead and put out in front of you any energy blocks that are really bugging you right now, in your way today, tomorrow, right now. And then also put out in front of you any energy blocks that are going to be in your way and delay you or slow your forward momentum in the next 6 months. Anything that's going to slow your forward momentum, your growth, your balance within the next 6 months. Just put those energy blocks out in front of you. And again, this is for your physical body. Any energy blocks in your physical body bugging you in the next 6 months or now. And say, angels, can you please double check my piles? And then now that your angels have checked, don't worry about it. Just blow them up or melt them with gold light, gold fire, gold water, gold glitter, gold soap, gold whatever. And for the record, these are energy blocks. They could give you nightmares too. Body energy blocks are the energy blocks that create nightmares. If they don't clear and your body's trying to clear them when you're sleeping, your body makes them into these weird Freudian stories, which sometimes are pretty stressful, and therefore we call them nightmares. So good to clear, right? So you just imagine your physical body aura, chakras, grounding, any energy blocks in there. We're doing this for the second time now, the second and final time. And just imagine any energy blocks that you should clear from your physical body energy system, put them out in front of you. And also any energy blocks that are going to get in your way in the next 6 months even. They're not bothering you today, but they will in February or March or April or whatever the next 6 months is. Just dump those out in front of you too. And then say, angels, please double check my piles. And then gold light. You can blow up the piles if they're yours, but you can also just use gold, fire, gold water, gold glitter, gold soap, whatever, to melt them. And then if you have any that haven't melted, you say, angels, help me clear these. And we're done. I mean, not with the healing, but we're done with that. That was, so that's stacking and clearing 3 ways. For now and the next 6 months. How about that? And that took roughly, 10 or 11 minutes. So that's kind of cool. That's a nice little power round there. That little aside was mine, but the whole rest of it has been Ariel dictating to me. She's like, we're still doing this. Don't lose me, Janet. So this is her saying, go ahead, check your space, check your before and after. How do you feel? Do you feel any different? How does your energy system feel? Go ahead, be present in your legs. Ah, yes. That was me saying, ah, yes. Because I figured out where she wants us to go. Okay, so now we're going to do supersized chakras. And we're going to also do some leg unblocking as well. So, and this again is Ariel walking us through this. Archangel Ariel. So, chakras 3rd is right below the sternum bone. And 2 is below the belly button, maybe 1.5 inches or so. 1 is, and it's not like precise, don't bother getting out a ruler. And then 1 is at the base of your spine, right? So 3, 2, 1. And specifically of your physical body, let's see. Yeah, we're going to specifically unblock and expand, allow to expand, relax, and unrestrain physical body chakras 3, 2, and 1 so that you fit in better. And while we're at it, we'll also do the same thing for the Kundalini chakra as well. Just because the more you unblock your Kundalini chakra, the better it flows, the more moderate. The more you can fine tune the energy and keep it at a, you have different levels that you can do, and more likely that it will stay off throughout the night when you're sleeping. And when you get up to go to the restroom or something, it'll stay mellow and off for you. So we'll add that in. We'll do, it's for 3, 2, 1, and K, the Kundalini chakra. So you imagine out in front of you copies of your physical body chakras, 3, 2, 1, and the Kundalini chakra is maybe half the size. It still goes front to back, but meaning the energy flows in the front for these chakras and out, it spins around and then goes out the back. But the Kundalini chakra is about half the size as far as, like say if this was your first chakra, it's a big copy. But if this is your first chakra, then this would be your Kundalini chakra maybe. So anyway, you have copies of physical 3, 2, 1, and K. And just wash them off with gold light. And let's do a special sticky gold wax for 3, 2, 1, and K. So just gold wax all around 3, 2, 1, and K. Physical body 3, 2, 1, and K. And the idea with sticky gold wax is it's just gold energy, but you make it like a wax, and it's going to harden around the energy blocks and the beings and the cords that you need to release. And then you just split the wax in half, not the chakras, and then whoosh, you give it to your angels, whoosh, give it to your angels. And so the wax, as you remove the wax, you're removing the energy blocks, the cords, the beings. So let's do that again. Again, physical 3, 2, 1, K, and just gold wax around all that, and let the gold wax stick to the energy blocks, the beings, and the cords. And then just split the wax in half, and whoosh, give half to your angels. Angels, here you go. Whoosh, give half to your angels. Angels, here you go. So, and sometimes you have bands that, like a rubber band, just sort of clamping one or more of these chakras so they're more compressed, like a tight rubber band. So just imagine any of that and just ease it off with gold light. Give it to your angels. Just say, angels, here you go. So any hard bands, they could be around 3, 2, 1. It could be around 1 and K. Just imagine wherever they are and just loosen them up with gold light and give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Angels, here you go. Angels, here you go. Angels, here you go. You could kind of loosen them up with gold fire first so they slip off nicely. Again, these are sort of hard bands of energy that can be around just one chakra or 2 chakras together, or all 3 or all of them. And just gold fire to loosen those bands up. And these are just restrictive devices. So angels, here you go. Again, gold fire to loosen them up and ease them off. Give to your angels. Angels, here you go. Those could be from past lives or from this life. You don't have to know all the details. Just get rid of them. And so you just get a sense of these chakras and the round openings, and you want to make sure the round openings are unblocked and that the surface of each round opening is repaired, because you can have like black slashes. You can have hard objects stuck in them, but probably the hard objects are gone because of the sticky gold wax. But just check for weirdness. You may have beings in the way too, so you could just say, angels, can you clear out any beings or being tunnels in the way of any of these chakras, near or around any of these chakras? Can you please recycle any beings or being tunnels? You can have blocks that just don't seem to release yet, and so just a little extra assistance. Just gold light, ease anything off from around the chakras that you notice. Give it to your angels. And your first chakra and your Kundalini chakra, they should be getting red earth energy that comes up from your feet chakra and goes all the way up into the front of your first chakra and your Kundalini chakra. So your Kundalini chakra is under your first chakra, your physical first chakra. So just imagine that area, like imagine your whole legs, and then the red earth energy comes up and goes in the front of these two chakras, first chakra and Kundalini chakra. So just imagine that flow of earth energy and just see that it gets there. You might have to unblock your legs a little bit, especially in the thighs. And then unblock the front of first chakra and Kundalini chakra just a little bit extra. The reason why that's so important is because that first chakra, your first chakra and your Kundalini chakra, they need that red earth energy to kind of help you stay safe and just grounded. And it's really good for stress management, for releasing anxiety, just keeps your first chakra strong. Your first chakra helps with safety and courage and abundance. So if you have issues with anxiety or worry, fear-based procrastination, stuff like that, make sure you get enough earth energy up your legs. Just imagine that. And we're going to do more right now for that. So the legs, let's unblock the legs more. Again, this is still Ariel, Archangel Ariel. So just imagine copies of your two legs out in front of you, and imagine like these big, long, leg-size gold bottle brushes that you can use. Put one in your one leg, put one big gold leg-shaped gold bottle brush in the other leg, and you can do it both at once if you want. And give those bottle brushes to your angels. And do that again. Just imagine a copy of your legs out in front of you, and make big gold bottle brush, leg-shaped gold bottle brushes, and put one in one leg and one in the other leg, and just unblock them both at once. And then give those energy bottle brushes to your angels. And then you can use gold sandstorm, which is gold light coming from your hands, but you make it spin like a sandstorm, so it tends to be a little more forceful. And use that inside and also around your legs, around your shorts area too. I was calling it your shorts area is your first layer right around, specifically from like here all the way down to here. So if you imagine like maybe some biker shorts or something, they go from here to here, and your first layer all the way around. So again, gold sandstorm to unblock your shorts area. And also inside there, your hips and your butt and your legs and around your legs. So unblock that whole area with gold sandstorm. So especially the first layer around your shorts area and your legs, but also inside there, inside your hips and your butt and your thighs and your knees and your ankles and your feet. With gold sandstorm, you're unblocking with gold sandstorm. And your feet chakra, you can imagine them, a big chakra in the arch of each foot. You have a lot of energy channels, little chakras, because every time there's a joint, there's a little chakra. So there's so many little bones in your feet, so there are a lot of little chakras. It's very cool. I guess for fun, we could just heal all the chakras in the feet, all those little tiny chakras. That's kind of fun. So you just imagine copies of your feet out in front of you, and you don't have to know exactly where every little chakra is, but just there are a lot of them. So you just use gold light to heal and unblock all your little feet chakra and any chakras around your ankles and your feet. All right. So going back to the supersized chakras 321K, just make sure you fit in there nicely. Check the back of physical body chakras 321K, just to see that energy is flowing out the back of them properly and they're unblocked enough. And let's again think about the theme, proactive clearing for the next 6 months. So there could be a level of stagnation in this shorts area and inside the hips and the butt and the legs and the feet and around in the first layer around all there. That doesn't bother you today, but it would get in your way sometime in the next 6 months, get in the way of your forward momentum, your balance and moderation, your positive change, all that good stuff. So we don't want that, right? So let's do a proactive clearing to the extent that's healthy and gentle, but clear that whole area from basically from here down, inside the body and also around the first layer. So a proactive 6-month clearing of your shorts area and your legs, your feet, to the extent that's healthy and gentle. And you can say, angels help me do this. So proactive clearing of your shorts area, your legs, your feet, to help you now, but also to help you in the next 6 months. All right, wow, that's great. That was my little aside, but the whole rest of it was Archangel Ariel saying all that. Well, I was repeating what she was saying. Okay, that's neat. So that was maybe about 15 minutes long. And so that's a nice little power 15 minutes there of supersizing chakras plus the shorts area plus the legs. Super cool. All right, so now I'm gonna, so Ariel says, thanks so much. You guys are great. I'm gonna give it back to Janet now. Oh, Jophiel has more messages. So Archangel Jophiel, you haven't heard out loud from her yet. So she wants to say some stuff. I'm gonna heal the aura and the grounding, and you can heal your aura and your grounding at the same time while you listen to Archangel Jophiel if you want. Hey everybody, this is Archangel Jophiel. I love this topic of proactive clearing of the next 6 months. It is just the opposite of victimization. If you can just be like, yeah, not only do I want a good day today, but I want a good day for the rest of the next 6 months. So I think this is fabulous. So I'm going to walk you guys through a callback bring in, which is specialized for now and the next 6 months. And then we'll probably wrap up. I was just talking to Janet, and I think that the heart map and the heart problems, that's going to have to wait till Tuesday. We don't want to do too much. We don't want to fry you guys too much. And the core energy blocks. We did a lot of energy blocks, but yeah, we'll do explicit core energy block work on Tuesday. So the heart map, the heart problems, and the core energy block clearing, that's going to be Tuesday. So now we're going to do that specialized callback bring in. For the next 6 months. Now, to help you now and in the next 6 months. So, callback is where you call back your own energy. So you just create a gold 3-dimensional object of any shape you want, like a sphere, a cube, pyramid, whatever. And you use it like a magnet. And so you use it to call back your own unique life force. And just do that for all your unique life force. There's no way that it's too much to call back your own unique life force, because that's like, it's like you're a car and that's the gasoline that you run on. So you can't have too much of getting your own energy back. It's just going to make you feel better and better and better and better. So go ahead, be really forceful about this use of the gold magnet, and just call your life force back. Just do it. You can make it expand as you call back energy, but you don't have to. You can just call back more and more energy. Your unique life force from wherever it is, from far away, from in the past, in the future, from other people, you're calling it back. No excuses, no time like today to call it back. Today is the day. You can do it. So you just call back a bunch of, as much as possible, of your own unique life force, and then just say, angels, can you please clean this out? Just in case it needs a little sprucing up from wherever it's been. And then just receive that. Receive all that energy back that you just called back to yourself. So that's calling back energy. And we don't need to do a call back specific to 6 months, because you can't call back too much. And so you should really just call back as much as possible each time you try it. The bring in, though, that's where we can kind of customize it for the next 6 months. So the idea of bring in is you're bringing in new energy of yours that you need, but that has had a little trouble coming in. Part of that is because humans tend to have way too busy mornings, and they're doing 50 things at once in the morning. They barely eat, they over caffeinate, yada, yada, yada. They don't get any time for themselves in the mornings often. And so therefore, you're not getting the headspace, the mind space to bring in your new energy that you've created in your sleep with your angels. So the bring in process is sort of a way to make up for that. So you imagine, here's a little mini you out in front of you, and then here's all that energy that you just didn't, it's positive change energy, it's forward momentum energy, balance and moderation energy that you need now and in the next 6 months. And just imagine it all out above you. And you couldn't bring it in yet, but just use lots of gold light and wash it out so that you're more likely to be able to bring it in. And also wash gold light through you right now. So the big you, the in and around your physical body, just wash that out too. And just so you're preparing yourself for being able to receive all this good energy. And you could just have the intention be you're doing it to the extent that's healthy and gentle. So what you're seeing up there is going to help you now and in the next 6 months, but it's so good to bring in now. And just gold light and just relax and let it come in. Breathe deeply, wiggle your toes. Imagine your spirit in each toe. Imagine your spirit in each kneecap, in each knee, in each thigh. Imagine the red earth energy coming up your legs from the center of the earth, going into the front of your Kundalini chakra and the front of your first chakra. One thing I would like us to do that we didn't do yet, which is helpful for bringing in energy, is repairing and helping to unblock your creative rings, because all the new energy and you come in through the top of your head, through the top of your aura, through your creative rings into your 7th chakra and the other chakras. So let's make sure your creative rings are nice. So again, that was bringing in energy for the next 6 months. Energy that helps you now, but also helps your forward momentum, your balance, your moderation, your positive change in the next 6 months. And let's do creative rings, and then we'll do a little more of that bringing in. So we'll kind of go back and forth between creative ring work and bringing in. So imagine a copy of, you have 3 gold rings above your head. They're actually a part of your spirit, so they come and go with your astral body. When you're asleep, they go with you to the astral. When you're awake, they're here with you. But anyway, you imagine a copy out in front of you of these 3 gold created rings. You can make the copy any size you want, and just use lots of gold light and make sure that any cracks or breaks in the rings are repaired with gold light. And those of you that are not very regular with aura repair, it is far more likely that you have damage to your creative rings. So don't skimp on this process. Lots of gold light. And also for your creative rings, you can repair the underside of the creative rings, and that is very powerful as well, because you can have scratches or gashes in the underside of each of these rings. So you can just turn your copy upside down, because it's just a copy, and then just use gold light in the same way and let the gold light wash out these gashes or these scratches, and once they get washed out enough, they repair. And again, you have the intention that you're repairing any gashes that you really should repair now, but also that would help you with your forward momentum, your balance and moderation, your positive change in the next 6 months. And if you need to do more of that, you can pause and do more, but we're going to move on. So you can just destroy that copy. And don't worry, your real creative rings never went upside down. This is still Joe Feel cracking the jokes. Archangel Joe Feel. Okay, so now we're going to do one more time of the bringing in. So bring in is where you bring in your energy that probably you would have ideally brought in if you had the time and space on various mornings to bring it in when you woke up in the morning. But it's new energy of yours that you've created on the astral with your angels, and it can really help you in your day. It can help you evolve and break through with new change and break out of old patterns, things like that. So you imagine, here's you, the big most part of you, here's your physical body, here's your body's energy, your spirit's energy in and around your body. But then here are these chunks of energy, new energy that is yours that you haven't yet brought in, right? That would help you now, but also in the next 6 months. But it's good for you to bring in now. So what will help you to bring in now? That'll help you now, but also in the next 6 months. And just lots of gold light. Gold light through you, gold light through this new energy of yours. And you're making use of having 2 hands here. And again, we are bringing in new energy. You just bring gold light through yourself and the new energy of yours, so that kind of breaks through the inertia of it all, and you can let it come in. So it might not all come in like 2 seconds, but you generally will notice it start to come in. It like breaks up into colored confetti and comes towards you. So you can say, angels, help me with that process. So that was call back, bring in for the next 6 months, and also creative ring repair. Because when you bring in new energy, you're bringing it in from the top. So we really want the creative rings to be properly functioning so that the energy can come in well. All right. So Archangel Jophiel says, thanks everybody. I'm going to hand it off to Janet to wrap it up. All right, so this is just me, Janet, talking. So you can comb through your aura and your grounding. You can test your grounding colors because you've cleared so much. So test red grounding, test orange grounding, test yellow grounding. What grounding helps you? What color helps you the most right now? Because it may have changed. And redo your buffers. All right, so you can just ask the angels for a blessing and a healing. Just say, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? And you can also say, angels, can you give me a special blessing for the next 6 months? All right, we did it. Woohoo! So we're done. Done with the healing. I will briefly read comments if there are any comments about how you're feeling now after you've done this healing. You can specify in the comments if you received the healing from me and you healed yourself, or if you just received the healing from me, or if you're just healed yourself only, because that's interesting context. Also, if you have a favorite part of the healing, you could mention that if you want in the chats. It's optional, but interesting usually. And very soon I will be starting a Q&A, and you're welcome to participate in that. No matter who you are welcome. And just for that Q&A, just post at the start of it, towards the start of it, one question per person, please. Only one question. Please don't make it like a giant novel, because I'm literally reading it out loud during the Q&A. And if your question involves me looking at your energy, and I'm not going to know your name because you have your YouTube ID is creativity, then just put your first name and your last initial in the comment, so that because that helps me see your energy accurately. Okay, so I'm gonna, like I said, briefly read comments before I take a break, and then I'll do the Q&A. So let's see. Someone says hello. So this is, I want advice to know when it's time for me to get a pet or attract the nice one. Yeah. Totally not the subject. Yes, not gonna read that. You could post random questions under any video at any time, and I will get to them within 2 weeks. Or you can post it in the Q&A. Someone says hi and gives me a cute tree. Thank you. Someone says hi from Norway. Was I a part of this healing? You certainly were a part of this healing. If you did not get an email from me, you should have. Everyone, all the 92 people that are conscious participants in the healing should have gotten an email last night from me. Sometimes I do leave somebody's name off the email list, but definitely contact me, email me, ask me, if you don't get the email, because occasionally I leave someone off my healing list, but you from Norway are definitely on my healing list for sure. You did receive the healing from me, and you will receive on Tuesday as well. But if you didn't get the email, still email me, let me know I didn't get the email, so then I'll make sure you get the survey email that I'm gonna send tonight, and the video links I'm gonna send, and all that good stuff. Please fill out your surveys, guys, because this Healing Masterclass is a twin set, so I'm gonna need your feedback in order to review that as I prepare for the Tuesday healing. But anyway, so someone says hi from Southern California. Hello, thank you. I feel so much lighter. I do have a headache that I can't shake. I did check my governing vessel meridian and my aura. I love the stacking and clearing 3 ways. Yeah, there are some meridians that are not the GV. The GV is the main one, you know, that one that's sort of the boss of the others. But there are other meridians on the side of the head. And so you have damage to 2 of those meridians that are on the side of the head. I think one of them like zigzags around, but then there's one that just goes straight that way. So there are a couple head meridians. And so if it's a little more sideways, then that's what it is. You do have a little funny business on your GV meridian as well, but I think you really have most of your damage on the other side meridians. So I do have I'll link it below. There's this really cool meridian playlist, and I did not make it, but I love it. And it shows like each, I think it has 12 videos, and it's a playlist. So the videos go pretty fast, but it traces, you know, for each meridian, there's a little video and it traces the energy flow direction, and you can watch it. It's like this cool computer graphics thing. And so just watch it for the side head meridians. And then you can like Google those ones and just look at the points. You don't really have to study and know, oh, that's, you know, that's gallbladder 17 or whatever, you know, but anyway, yeah, they're these side meridians. So you can just even just imagine the side meridians and just repair them and heal them and repair the little chakras in the side meridians, you know, in the area of your head that hurts. But that's what that is. Thanks, Janet. Feeling happy and relaxed. Oh, good. Yes, and you did get the healing, so that's nice to know. Someone says, thank you. You're welcome. Someone says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. Okay, well, great. So I'm going to peek at how many people are watching just because I'm always curious. 29. Oh, that's cool. All right, guys. So I'm not seeing a lot of feedback on how the healing was for you, unless those couple ones. I do appreciate that. Maybe I'll wait 1 more minute for that. But then I'll sign off and take a break. Someone says, ooh, this meridian playlist sounds cool. Thank you, Janet. Loved this healing masterclass. Yes. And there's the part 2 of it is on Tuesday. Yeah, the meridian playlist is very cool. I've been meaning to work on it because I need, like, there's a zigzaggy one that goes down the back of the shoulder that I want to really fixate on. I'm a nurse. I needed this. Oh, good. Good to know. Good, good, good. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there'll be another healing on Tuesday. And now it's 5 healing live streams every month. Because there's the triplet set that's towards the start of the month. And then there's this twin set of 2 healings. So yeah, lots of good information. And, you know, if you're fast enough and you get on my news email list, so you know when they go up on the 15th, you can purchase so that I can actually give you a healing during the live stream. But otherwise, you can watch for free and just heal yourself as you listen. So someone says, thank you, feel great. Oh, good to know. Good to know you got the healing. Someone says, feeling good and optimistic. Oh, good. And you got the healing too. Good, good, good. All right, cool. Well, thank you, everybody. You're really awesome. And I will see some of you, if you choose to, join in on the Q&A. I'll see you in a couple minutes. I'll update the start time because it says that we should have started it 8 minutes ago. But that's not happening. So I'll take a little break and I'll say maybe we're going to start at 15 minutes after the hour. We'll see. Give or take. All right. You're awesome. Bye.